EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this is touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 37 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Raiders nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11 now. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Shotgun now for Carr. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Take over first.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Stop short of the goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. strike quickly for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down, 49ers.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Raiders 7.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, San Francisco.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Raiders 7. Mitch Wishnowsky.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Carr now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. This one's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 50 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Running is Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
10 at their own 6-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Rhodes. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Number 28, Josh.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Here I come. That pick six extending this lead even further. And, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off fourth and
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To try again after the sack. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Henry Ruggs. Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
This is our time. Our time.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off fourth.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Now, it's caught inside the 25. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 78 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. On the ground is Mostert to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First down.
play action. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Play action. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
He was brought down.
7 yards the pickup. 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Gold with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The 35-yard line.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr.